So, you guys are here for another video, right? Well, let me explain a few things to you guys. What I want to talk to you guys about is at the point of this video being uploaded, I have my internship. It has started on the moment this video has been uploaded. I am there. I'm basically there in my place of internship. So there might be less videos. There might be few times where I don't have time for videos, and I will let you guys know on my socials. But yeah. Besides that, before we go into today's video, I want to ask you to subscribe, because only 47% of you guys are subscribed from my viewers. So if you don't mind checking if it's red, if the button is grey. If it isn't, then please click it, and also hit the bell so you'll be notified if I upload anything during these 7 or 8 weeks of my internship. I'm really excited for my internship. Yeah, let's crack on with today's video. Hello everyone, my name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and today we're going to be reading the teal part. Technically it's light blue, but first of all I gotta quickly look up something, because I'm going to be using that in the video. So I'll do that during this, the intro. So yeah, basically we just read the green and the yellow part of the story, and yeah, I'll basically give a quick recap. It's basically, the yellow part was how I was basically getting to know about everyone else, like Kyra, Luca and Lando. And now it is time for the teal part, and they basically are in Australia. I don't know how to phrase it. I think it's this one. Nope. Nope, that's not it. I can't find it. I wanted to, like, you know, put it in there because it's like a funny bit. But I know how to do it. I can now do it. One sec. That's too far. Right, I'm going to put it at full volume. Wait, I don't know if he's going to say it either. Nope, it didn't even say it. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do it myself. Wait, I don't. I will cut this bit out, don't you guys worry. That's how. I'll cut you where I got it. Right, I've got it. I have got it. So, let's go. The next day, Kara and Luca were in Australia. They arrived early to do the track walk with Lando and his crew. Albert Park, said Lando, when they were at turn 1. This is the track we always start the season on. Kara was impressed the way the track was made. She had never been to an F1 race outside of England before, let alone a racing track. Then all of a sudden they heard... Lando! I had to. It was Carlos shouting from the pit lane. When Carlos reached turn 1, he said, "Lando, did you finally get yourself a girlfriend?" "No," stammered Lando. "You know, I told you I was going to school. I found one in New Zealand and it's amazing, but this is one of my new classmates, Kyra. She is here to raise money and awareness for the Red Pandas. They're almost extinct." "But Lando," said Carlos, "why are you in school in New Zealand if England has schools as well?" Lando said, "Because I want to race, and that school in New Zealand is flexible in that way." "Only if you get good results," said Kara. "You'll have to score at least a D if you want to finish school." "We're in our last year there." "Okay," said Carlos. "Have fun and enjoy your time here." And he left the McLarens on their own. But what they didn't know was that the bad guy sat on the roof of the Mercedes pit box, looking down at them. Back in the pit box of McLaren, Luca asked, "How did the pit stops work?" "Why?" asked Zach Brown, McLaren's team principal. "Do you want to be a mechanic? If you want, we can let you help tomorrow during the 2 sessions. Basically, during the 2 Friday sessions. Or, during the Friday sessions. Who do you want to be with?" Luca thought about it and said, "I want to be with Ricciardo." "Okay," said Zach. That's settled. You'll help Daniel and my lady. What do you want to do this weekend?" "Me?" asked Kyra. "Well, I want to help with the pit strategies. That's one of the most important things, right? It's not just about who the fastest guys are, but it's also about who has the best strategies." Zach looked at Lando and said, "Where did you pick her up?" "At my school," said Lando. "Why?" "Because she knows how to win," said Zach, and he walked towards the radio guys of Lando and Daniel. Kyra gathered all the data concerning the grip levels of the hard, medium and soft tires from Lando and Daniel. From that she made several strategies. So basically she made two wet strategies and 1 dry. Basically the whole aim of this strategy was, in the dry, they want to get Ricciardo safely to the end of the race and let Lando do the fastest laps. Because Ricciardo, at this point, he's new to McLaren, like they want to let him learn so he doesn't have to push. Like he has to first learn how to drive the McLaren. Lando obviously knows. So basically, this dry strategy of Lando Norris is 1. Start on softs, 2. Box on mediums, box for softs again, and get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Of course, immediately box when a virtual safety car or normal safety car and tires are nearly gone. That's always there. Like all the time you need to box when there's a safety car or when the tires are dead. And for Ricciardo he starts on mediums. You'll box for softs and box for mediums to get safely to the end of the race. Like the softs, they take longer to well, they are the fastest, but they you know, they wear so much quicker than, for example, the mediums. The mediums is basically a combination of the softs and the hards, of course. The hards are the compounds that are the most long-lasting, and yeah, they just, you know, it's basically like that. But for the wet, it is, you know, you have two rain tires. You have intermediates and wets, and yeah, it's basically with the inters and the wets, it's basically the same. Start on inters, box when grip level starts to drop, and then of course box when virtual safety car, normal safety car is gone on tires, completely gone. And it's basically the same with wets. That's basically the same for them. Like the range strategy is basically the same. But yeah, I also made a grid for this all. P1, Lewis Hamilton. P2, Max Verstappen. P3, Charles Leclerc. P4, Pierre Gasly. It was his birthday 2 days ago when I recorded this, so happy birthday to him. P5, Carlos Sainz. P6, Valtteri Bottas. P7, Sergio Perez. P8, Yuki Tsunoda. P9, Daniel Ricciardo. P10, Esteban Ocon. P11, Mick Schumacher. P12, Lance Stroll. P13, Fernando Alonso. P14, Sebastian Vettel. P15, Kimi Raikkonen. P16, Antonio Giovinazzi. P17, George Russell. I think this video will go when it is George Russell's birthday, or it had just been his birthday, so happy birthday. P18, Nicholas Latifi. P19, Nikita Mazepin, he got spun out. P20, Lando Norris, he had to switch his. Basically, why Lando Norris is in P20, it will be explained after my drink. So, Sunday morning, race day. All the teams were getting ready to bring their cars and drivers to the grid. Lando had to start from the back of the grid due to an engine change. Kyra was standing next to Lando's MCL. It says car, but I just like to say MCL. She felt a shiver up her spine. Lucas saw Kyra and said, "Hey Kyra, are you okay?" "No," said Kyra. "I have a feeling something bad is going to happen." Luca grabbed her hands and said, "You don't have to worry. They're used to seeing a red flag." "That's not what I mean," said Kyra. "I'm not talking about a race incident. I'm talking about..." "About what?" asked Luca. Kyra couldn't answer because she got called to the side of the track. The formation lap was about to begin. Kyra ran towards a guy from the FIA and said, "Sir, something bad is about to happen. And I'm not talking about a race incident that brings out a red flag. No. Remember what happened in Monaco when Stark went into an F1 car? I'm talking about that." The drivers finished their formation lap and found their spot on the grid. Kyra went back to the pit wall to watch the start. One light went on, and another light went on, and another light, until there were 5 red lights. 5 red lights. And the lights went off and all the cars started to race. George had an amazing start, shooting past Hamilton, who was on pole. On the exit of turn 1, an Alpine, or basically the Renault of 2021, and the Haas spun. It was Alonso and Mazepin. They sprinted towards the pits, but they got held up by a guy. Kyra saw it. It was that guy who attacked them. She didn't hesitate and ran towards the pit exit. When she was nearly there, she pressed the button on her wristband and a suit was on. This time with a mask. She used the Williams pit wall to launch herself into the air. In the air, she shouted, "Fernando, Nikita, run!" When Cara landed, she started to fight, bringing it to the track. George was still leading the race, but not for long. The FIA saw what happened on the straight and called the red flag. Everyone into the pits. Well, not everyone. Because the red flag came late for George, meaning he had to go around the track. So basically the red flag came when he was just outside. So basically you have the pit exit, the pit entrance here, and George was here. So the pit entrance where you basically get into the pits, like right here, and George was here. But he was slowing down, so yeah. Meaning he had to go around the track again to reach the pits. He went towards Cara and the bad guy. Cara jumped out of the way early and hit the pit wall hard with her foot. She was so in pain that she couldn't see what the bad guy was up to. He grabbed his axe, and when George was close enough, the bad guy hit the Williams' left front suspension with the axe. This made the car hitting the barrier, making barrel rolls after barrel rolls until it came to a stop at the back of the 2-in-1 gravel trap. The bad guy laughed devilishly and walked towards the broken Williams. Cara stood up, limping a bit. She saw how the Williams slowly caught fire and how George was desperately trying to escape. The marshals couldn't do anything to help. The car was blocking their entrance to the track. Cara saw Lando, Alex and Charles. Lando Norris, Alex Albon, Charles Leclerc, Charles Leclerc, waiting on the pit exit. She looked at them and said, "I will distract him. You guys get to George and get him out." The trio nodded and Cara said, "On my count." She waited a bit and then said, "Now!" And they all ran as fast as they could. Cara grabbed pieces of the Williams' debris as weapons and shields. She fought the bad guy hard, kicking, punching and blocking. She knocked the bad guy's weapon out of his hand and threw him into the pit wall. Hamilton and Verstappen grabbed him by the arms and dragged him away. Then Cara ran towards the broken Williams. Luckily, George was okay and out of the car. So that is basically the third part done. That was basically the second battle that there was. Yeah. We basically have 4 more parts to go, which is, the next one is magenta. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I hope you guys are still super excited. I hope you guys are still enjoying this. If you did, then please hit that like button and subscribe. Check if it's red. If it is red, then hit it. If it's not red, then you're good. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next part, which is magenta. Bye guys!